Hello, friends. I would love to know if you can see and hear me because I am trying to make sure that you can see and hear me. So if you could type yes in the comments that you can see and hear me. Um, and then welcome to day 3 of the Biz Bootcamp. Okay, great. And hi, Christine. So good to see your gorgeous name. And wish I could see your face, but today's my face. But I love when I get to actually have Zooms with you guys. And ideally, some of you would love to join me here in Dallas, Texas, as I've now started hosting my events here in this is just one room in a 4,000 square foot warehouse and event space. So anyway, let's keep going. And I'm so glad. And no, I do not. Don't say that. Danielle, I won't even say that out loud. It's not even true. I have such beautiful clients inside and out and friends, and I am so blessed. So thank you all for coming today. I do have a presentation ready for you, but you know what I really like is just being real with all of you. Who likes real? Who likes like people behind the scenes? And for years, I feel like this on my heart. Maybe it's for somebody. I don't know who this is for, but it might be you. And again, let me know in the comments before I tell this quick story before we start. Where are you tuning in from? What do you do in business? And what would you like to learn from today? I'd love to know those 3 things in the comments, or if you're watching this live, even later, or even in replay, because there's a reason this found you today. I definitely believe in destiny moments. And what I'm going to share with you guys today is the 3 systems that have helped my business grow to 7 figures of income and working on the annual and multiple 7 and 8 figures goals right now. I've helped my clients grow and do over 40 million, 50 million. And some of the consultants on my team who do e-commerce have even helped their clients do billions. So I've compiled a really cool team, but I will tell you that most of my income has come from my one-to-one things I put in place and was able to sell. So isn't that like encouraging? And that's what I mean about the behind the scenes of me saying, hey, I'm going to share this presentation. I one day might have these huge teams, and I've been featured on different things like Go High Level and podcasts where there's people there and have teams. But, as a mom of 4 and 3 dogs and really wanting to live a freedom lifestyle that I could run from anywhere in the world, I've created this system. So you can do it like that, or if you have a local storefront, if you have a local business, whatever your dreams and visions for right now and the future in your business, this 3-step system will help you get there. So put a number 1 in the comments if that sounds exciting to you. And I'd love to know, do you have a storefront? Do you want to have one? And by that, I mean, I don't like the busy streets. So if you could see outside here, it's so fun because the pastures are now turning green just the last 2 days, and there's cows out. I'm a little bit outside of Dallas, right on the edge where then there's country, but then there's all the homes and businesses. Pretty cool. I love it. I love creating in a more peaceful environment. But sometimes we got to go to the city and we got to fly around the world to meet up with people. So I'd love to know for you, what's your preference as far as how you want to do your work daily? So these are things I want you to start to think about, because when I work one-to-one with a client, what we're actually diving into is, what does your dream life look like? And what does your dream business look like? And how can we possibly create systems to support that right now and into the future? Cool. And seasons change. There was a time I was stay at home with the kids through my single momhood, and I had a little she shed out back. And now I've been blessed to get to expand. But these systems work no matter what. So I hear you guys saying one's a weight loss coach, Rise and Shine Weight Loss. I love that. Danielle, Christine, location freedom, but I need a team. We all need a team for sure, a dream team. I'm actually building something really exciting where you guys could latch into my dream team. I've got a Facebook ads expert. I've got a go high level coach, and then all my strategy and systems. So if you want to just latch into a dream team, that's what I've really built. But the things I'm sharing with you today, if you want to duplicate these systems, even to get to your first 6 figures before you scale to 7, they'll help you get there. So let's rock this. No storefront. That's okay. Wherever you're at today is perfect. And I do want to encourage you, things can change fast when you stay the course. And fast doesn't mean 30 days, although I do teach this method that if you follow it for 30 days, you could sell out your current spots. but fast can be a year instead of 10 years. It took me over 10 years to hit my first 6 figures. I didn't have a business coach. I didn't even consider myself a business owner. I was just this like side hustling mama, but I still was hitting 100K at some points. But I just felt like I was just winging it. Has anybody ever just felt like, put a W or say winging it in the comments if you just feel like you're winging it? And what you want is more of a strategy, a plan, so that you can create progress. Okay, so we want the P words for progress. We want to get rid of the W's except for winner. Okay, so I'm going to get started on the slides now. They only take about 20 minutes-ish. So what I recommend you do is, shut down all other windows. We'll get started together. And then at the end, I'm here to offer coaching and consulting, and I'm going to stay on if you have questions. So if you have a question, I'd say either put it in the comments, write it down beside you. I will answer all questions. And today is the day that I'm offering one-to-one or group coaching deals at the very end. Okay. So just so you know, as we all know, if you were going to host a workshop and offer it, you're definitely winging it. I love it. It's okay. No more winging it. I'm going to give you a plan today. If you were hosting a workshop, I'm essentially what I'm doing is I'm saying, hey, listen, working with me is real. I'm going to give you an opportunity to see for free. Okay. Because I get it. I've been there where I'm like trying someone out and I don't know if I even want to hire them for a consult or buy their course. And that's, in my opinion, what workshops and biz boot camps are about. It's saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to tear down the price barrier. Come and enjoy the show. I hope that you get something you can apply, whether you hire me or not. I want to give you the goods. But ultimately, everybody knows that if you really want the system and you want to go faster, then you want to latch in with somebody who knows what they're doing. And that's where I can speed things up. But for right now, this is your intro. Let's make this happen. So put the number 3 in the comments if you want to know these 3 key pieces, and I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to give the goods to you. Let's do this. Okay, I'm opening my slide deck. I have to do it creatively because I have a huge screen. So let's go here. I'm going to share this screen. And then in a minute, if you could tell me if you can also see my screen so that I know it's working properly. Okay, we're going to all be tech help for each other. Can you see my screen? Still see me and hear me? Put 1 in the comments if you can do that. Yes, see me, see the screen, see and hear me. That'd be awesome. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit more because I think we can make this a bit bigger and maybe right around there. Okay. So what I'm going to really be sharing with you, and I'm going to say things like automate leads and sales and funnels. But I really want you to keep in mind one thing. We're doing this for things like freedom, financial freedom, choices, where you get to choose who you work with, where you work, with who you want to work. That's the point of being an entrepreneur. So I'm here to help you create your freedom business. And here's the truth though, you do need these systems in place because time freedom is going to come when you have more things automated. Can you guys type automate in the comments or just A for automate if you don't want to type the whole word out? A2D is what we're going to say. That's the name of my program I'm going to tell you about today. A, the number 2, and D. Get used to typing that up. That's what we're going to talk about. So if you've not hit 10K a month, that's where we kind of always start because that's that kind of first step in freedom is people almost always are like 10K. Then we're going to start to double it. And then we're going to scale to 50 and then 100. Okay. So that's kind of how those milestones go. Now, if you're somebody and you're like, you know what, just an extra 5K a month would change my life. That's where I was when I started. 5K. So I'd love to know in the comments, what's your first number? What's your first milestone number that you want to make monthly? We can just think about it monthly. What is it, baby? Put it in the comments. Let's get accountable. Let's get real. Nothing is too big. But what I would say is if your ultimate goal is 30K or 100K, but you've not hit 10K, you got to start somewhere. Okay. And so I'd love to know in the comments what would help start to change your life, change your business. 30K. 30K is a great number. Just so you know, it's a really nice one. You get the multi 6 figures. You really still have that taste of freedom. Just so everybody knows, only 0.2% of entrepreneurs ever hit 250K or above. I have hit that. Isn't that so cool? For many years. And actually last year I gained another 100K. And this year I'm working on quadrupling my business and I'm on track for that. So again, like I said, once you get correct systems in place, you can scale. So I love to see these numbers and dreaming big, and it's very doable, but it does require a plan and strategy. So let's get into our plan and strategy. Okay. So what we're going to do as part of this is creating a profitable marketing plan. Okay. And here is the roadmap. Why did it just get like weirdly smaller? Was I just seeing part of the screen? Let's go back here. Okay. So here's the roadmap. Okay. What we're going to do is I'm going to teach you this first system is an evergreen free offer funnel that automates leads and can qualify sales. It can also automate sales because we can do upsells. Okay. So, and great, I see 5K and 5K. That's awesome. And again, too, if you see somebody that's like 100K and you're like, man, 5K would change my life, that's okay too. This is all about everybody's singular, personal idea of success and your first steps. First steps are different than 1 year from now, 3 years from now. So I'm here to support you at all these levels. Number two is we're going to talk about the cold to sold. Who wants a cold to sold method? To take a cold lead, somebody who's not seen you before, sometimes we'll call eyeballs, right? Like imagine they're scrolling on the feed, whether it's YouTube, opening things, they see your post on Instagram and they want to click. We got to develop a process that makes things more clickable, more action oriented, more attractive. Okay. So we're going to talk about that. But I'm also going to share with you a system once they've already clicked, I want to learn more on how we can get them onto a call and then close them or a messenger. Nowadays, it's actually really fun and easy to close via DMs. Anybody ever bought anything from Messenger? I have. And I've also closed people that way. Just yesterday, it was so fun. And I've done it for clients too, because I help them. They're like, they screenshot. So who wants to learn this method, whether it's just DMing people or if you're getting on a call with someone, I have a qualification way of teaching you so that like when you talk to somebody, they're actually ready to buy. Okay. This is not like a guessing game. This is not a convincing. Everybody put in the comments, no more convincing. I like that's not a fun energy, right? Like we never want to convince someone to love us. We don't want to chase people. We want to attract people. I'd say the other A word for the automate would be attractor factor. Okay. And number three, I'm going to teach you the specific sales qualification funnel that has helped me and my clients close 6 to 7 figures automated. And that's really fun. And you can integrate this with team members too. So let's say you ever were trying to scale and you were doing a live launch. And like the number one complaint that I hear from companies who do have sales professionals is the sales guys and gals are saying your leads aren't qualified and we don't want to cold call. Okay. So there's a much better way of doing this. Okay. So again, let's breeze through this again. And I'd love to know 1, 2, 3 in order of these 3 things. Which one of these things appeals to you the most? Please put it in the comments. Is it the high converting? I'm going to slow down because I'm having a problem saying converting. The high converting, which means that when somebody sees it, they actually give you their information. Okay. Free offer funnel. And that's the funnel that is going to automate leads on autopilot every single day for you. Okay. So that's where like you're really building up the leads. The number 2 one is essentially how do you grab someone's attention so much that it takes them from cold to sold? Okay. And it could be them purchasing a low ticket offer or qualifying them for a high ticket offer. Um, and then number 3 is the sales qualification funnel, which really, if you're selling high ticket, friends, this method and high ticket is 2,000. I think you can still automate a 2,000 course sale because there's payment plans. But anything above 2,000. So, and if it's a 1-to-1, you really want to interview the person yourself. But there's a qualification way that leads them where they're like pretty much 80% there before the call, and it ups your sales like drastically. And at the end, I'll actually share with you a brand new secret tip and thing I've been doing in 2025 only, which has upped my sales closing to 80%, like more from 50 to 80%. And I make more cash in hand. Do you guys want to know that secret? Type secret if you want to remind me to talk about that at the end. So I'm seeing a lot of 2s here for the cold to sold method. I love that method too, because I think it's the gap between the two, so that's smart too. Like they're all kind of different, but they are all interconnected. Okay. So we're going to talk about how that all comes together. No more convincing. I love it. I love the engagement is going on here. So that's where we're going to go with this. And so a little bit about me, if you've been in my path, sometimes people don't know too much about me, right? So in the last couple years, I've tripled my income to multi-6 figures, scaling to 7. I've definitely closed over 7 figures myself, phone calls, funnels, automation. Pretty cool, right? I've helped many of my 7-figure club clients have their first 5-figure meaning 10K. So like think about the digits, how many digits there are, 10 to 20K launches, 6-figure launches, 7-figure, and even 8-figure years. Okay. And I built this duplicatable 3-part proven system as a course, which we're going to talk to you about later today. And I don't even like to call what I do a course. It is more of a plug and play done with you versus a done for you. So when people have higher money versus time, I want to talk about that for a second. Say money versus time. And I really want to position you, whether it's in your own investing into yourself and your business or people investing to work with you. It's always a matter of time and money. If you want to go faster, you want to throw your money at it with an expert because that means you can then focus in on your own content creation and serving your clients. Am I right? But if you don't have as much money to invest, it means you're absolutely going to have to invest. If you don't have as much money, then you need more of your time. And that's where programs that are lower cost, but more of your time. So, friends, it's always that switch. And just a reminder, you can never get your time back. So when you have cash, or if you figure out how to get cash, and I will tell you, like the people that I've helped get to multiple 6, 7, and 8, you want to know the one thing that they had that's okay. There's 2 things they have that are different. Are you ready to hear the 2 things they have that are different than those who kind of flounder and are like, oh, maybe I'm going to do it, maybe I'm not going to do it? There's 2. One is they really have a whatever it takes attitude, and they're so laser focused on their one main offering. Okay. WIT, put it in the comments. That's the one thing they have from an attitude perspective. But the second thing they have is capital. They either figure out how to get a card, refinance, make some cash flow in their business, pour it back into their business. There's this period where you're investing into your own business and then you get the ROI. Okay. So many people want to be like, oh, I just want to grow here and go. You can do that, but you're going to go a bit slower most of the time. So that's just something that I like to share with people because capital and a whatever it takes attitude is going to get you really far a lot faster. All right. WIT and capital, put it in the comments. Let's get real here. It's a real business class. I told you I'm going to treat you like my client. These are companies and brands that have either hired me or featured me in their trainings, or I've built their systems for them. And so just a little bit about me. And I think it is important nowadays with so many people, especially in the business and marketing world, just saying, oh, I'm a marketing coach, or I took a 5-day funnel boot camp and now I'm a funnel builder. Yeah, no. I've really put in the time. I've been doing this over 20 years. I've had a lot of success myself and I've created a lot of success for others. But ultimately, as I mentioned, you and where you're at today and your creation of your own dream company, your own dream life, I'm here to really help support that with these systems. Okay. So let's keep going. So I'd like to know one more thing before we jump into these 3 systems. You're in the right place if you'd like to be automating leads daily through a high converting evergreen free offer funnel, because that's what it is, automating leads daily. You want a clear, actionable plan in place for turning leads into paying customers, and you want to be sold out in your business. Our students have reported over 1,000% increase, even when you're in between launches. Meaning, I think launches can be helpful for launching a new program or maybe a once-a-year push, but I don't believe in a constant launch. I think that's exhausting. There are more evergreen, meaning it's always turned on like an evergreen tree, way of doing business with daily, weekly, and monthly plans that you can repeat over and over. Who's more into repeating in fun and flow than launching and feeling stress of a launch? One or 2. So one would be a daily system, monthly system. You can just repeat, you can get up, you know what you're doing, you can go about enjoying your day. It's very much in flow and the leads and sales keep coming in. Or putting a lot of pressure on a huge launch. And again, maybe once a year if you want to do that, but I just think for me, and this is the systems I'm going to teach you, it's just carts open. Here's where we go for high ticket. Here's where we go for low ticket. And then there's a constant flow of leads coming in from the top all over from your social media with the first funnel. Okay. So I love it. One and done. Exactly. Let's just make this happen. Okay. So you're going to be well on your way to doing this through the system. It's easy. Okay. So let's talk about the first funnel. And again, sometimes people ask me, Tiana, what exactly do you do? Okay, well, I build systems and I help you monetize them. Okay, so we're going to dive into it. So number 1 is this, and I was actually just training a new team member on this morning, is creating the free offer first. So before we can go to a landing page, before we can go to the funnel piece, with my clients or in my Automate to Dominate program that I'm going to share with you at the end, I actually teach you about how do you create your offer, like your paid offer, because you need to know what it is you're selling so that you can have clarity to yourself and then therefore your marketplace, your ideal clients online with a free offer. A free offer should be a mini version of a paid offer. So they need to touch, they need to go, "Mwah." Okay. So does that help you understand it? Because a lot of times people, they really struggle with the free offer. And so what I say is let's back it up. What are you offering for sale? So if somebody want to put in the comments, what do you offer for sale? And I even can be like, here's an idea for that. So for example, today I was training one of my new funnel builders on my team, who is one of the top Go High level experts in the world. And she's joining the team so I can have some full-time funnel support. Now I build, I train, I strategize with clients, and I was training her about the free offer. And what we actually start with is a free offer PDF. Okay. Because that is your first impression of somebody, is that free thing you're giving. Do not miss this opportunity of a first impression. It's something like 90% of the first impression is what people keep of you. Why would you have to fight that 10%? If your stuff looks crappy when they download it or go there, that's what your brand is saying. Who wants a crappy brand? If it's all over the place, if the fonts are mix and match. And so it doesn't work. So I'm going to share the example, the one I did with my client. So she sent me a Google document, and it was all about 5 steps to help your child with mental health like challenges, because she helps she helps mentor the parents but also the child, and she's actually like a doctor of psychiatry and nurse practitioner, but she wants to move into the online coaching. So the first thing we do is she sends me the document, and then I'm turning it into this beautiful PDF. Or if you are creating it yourself, maybe you write your ideas in a document. That's not what you're giving to people. You need to remember that first impressions matter. Again, put that in the comments. So I'm looking at what you guys are doing. So let's say Eureka does photography mood boards. Is that what your free offer thing is? Because I know you do photography, like branding, high level branding, right? I'm actually going to be working with her. So what I would say as a download would be how to prepare yourself for a high level luxury branding session. Now, why would I do this? Because as a photographer, you're probably limited for the most part to your local area. But if you have a download like this also opens the gateway for the future, where you could actually create a course on how people could even take, what I think needs done. How do you take do-it-yourself luxury photos from your iPhone? So you create a checklist on what to prepare, what to wear, who to call, and you create like this checklist for them. You then make it all look luxury, because if you're a luxury photographer, it better look luxury. It better look like a magazine style, that free offer. That would be a killer free offer. People would download it like crazy. We could run ads to it. That's just one idea. Home improvement. Okay, cool. Oh man, this would be so fun too. Same thing. Checklists and cheat sheets are where it's at. Everybody put that in the comments. I've been in a ton of masterminds, done a ton of research myself. You guys want to know whatever thing you are creating, it needs to be a checklist or a cheat sheet or a small free report. It's something people can download, get a mini transformation, or really get that value. And then they're going to want to hire you. You go to number 1 on their list when they're ready to hire you. The thing is that there's only 3% of people ready to buy today. That would be your ICA. What are you doing with the 97% of other people? We want to automate the lead and automate the follow-up of the lead. Say it with me. All right. So let's talk about the landing page and what this looks like though. And this is where people just really don't get it right. I'm going to tell you right now. And this comes from a lot of experience on my part, and really looking at things and making sure they're working, A/B testing them. And I will be honest, sometimes I don't know till I run ads to 2 pages what's going to work. So an awesome European river cruises, weight loss products. Okay, so whatever thing you guys are selling, home improvement, you want to create a checklist for this. Now, once you've created the download, and again, I'm going to share with you how you can actually do all this in my program and be ready to go, because I'm offering a today only huge bonus for people who get started today. So in this page, and I'm going to zoom it in real quick. And as you see, it zooms in. What you need to know is that the title outside of the branding, so branding's number one, you only get 2 seconds. Everybody type 2 seconds in the comments. 2 seconds to grab their and that's going to be the visual brand because they don't have any time to read in 2 seconds. The second thing that is going to work or not work for them is this right here, the headline. This contributes to 80% of whether someone is going to opt in or not. So you need to make it really strong and A/B test it. A/B testing means like when you have funnel softwares like Go High Level and things like that, and if you don't know what Go High Level is, I'll explain all this, but it's a software that you build these kind of landing pages. You can build your funnels, you can build your websites, you can create all your contacts. It's like this huge, amazing tool. So this is front end, you're seeing like this landing page website, but on the back end is like where you can see stats and facts about, is this only converting at 30% of new leads? Because if it's only converting at 30% or lower, we need to keep tweaking it to get it higher. Does that make sense? Everybody put a number 1 in the comments if it kind of makes sense. It's okay if it doesn't totally. And again, you're welcome to ask questions and I'm going to circle back at the end for those. So this headline is super important. In fact, I probably wouldn't have written the headline like that or thought it converted. I try to write from my heart. And since I have been doing this so long, I just never know. Recently I built this gorgeous new funnel that was like a copy of I built it from scratch, but I was inspired by different funnels. So sometimes I'll play with it. I thought it looked so slick and so good. It only converted at like 10%. And the other one that I built that I was like, I don't know, does that really look as luxury? It converts at 50 to 60. So sometimes we really just have to test it. And that's why I teach my clients, hey, there are some tools you should learn, or you need to have enough capital, that cash in hand, to hire experts like myself so that you can get the results. Because the point, everybody, the point is ROI, is to get more strangers opting into your email list, because the more people on your email and text list, the more people buy from you. More is more in online marketing. Everybody put that in the comments. More is more, not more offers, more leads. Not more offers. Most people, they have way too many offers. We'll talk about that another day. All right, let's keep going, okay? And then the other part of this is this headline. This is really, really important. You can screenshot it. Just give me credit if you post it. The headline should always touch on the result of what they are getting when they complete the free offer. It's not what's inside the free offer. It's not like, oh, it's like, no, here's how you can manifest your dream life and business. I need to update the screenshot to 2025. All right. With this 3-part daily routine. Okay. This converts like mad. Like, again, you sometimes don't know till you test it. So it's a result. So if you were like, hey, learn how to get the photography session of your dreams checklist, right? Home improvement, how to become your own go-to handy woman, because it's henna, I'm assuming you're a female, but let me know if I'm wrong. But home improvement, so maybe you help them with it, but like, can you give people some to-dos so they also know what you're talking about? So this is also positioning yourself as this expert. Who wants to be an expert? Type expert. You want people to pay you like you're an expert, am I right? And you are an expert. I bet you're an expert at what you do. Who is an expert in here? Now, if your stuff looks bad, you don't look like an expert, because experts would want to hold themselves to this 1% level. So when it comes to a converting free offer, you need to focus on the solution, like I said, because transformation is greater than information. Sometimes people are just like giving like way too much information without the transformation piece. This is part of why the checklists and cheat sheets are better. How can you simplify for people? Who wants a Cliff Notes version to success, or who wants a 100-page booklet? Which one do you guys want? Let me put it in your court. You tell me. Cliff Notes, 100-page PDF. What do you want? You want to save yourself time, am I right? And by saving yourself time, you save yourself money. Even when you invest more money into something at times, you actually save yourself time and money. Because let's say you invest in an expert like me, and I get something done. You're like, okay, I want your 100K and 100-day one-to-one program. I'm done with this. I'm going to put it on a card. Here's $50,000. And you're like, that's a lot of money. And other people might say that. But in 3 months, you made 100,000. So you just saved yourself another year of hiring broke, don't really know what they're doing, funnel builders, entrepreneurs. You had to hire the copywriter. You had to wing it and try and do Facebook ads yourself. You wasted a ton of money there. Is everybody with me? Hiring experts is the way to go. That is your fast track to success. All right. And you will make more money and you will save yourself years and years. All right. Believe me. I wish I knew what I knew then, but that's why I'm teaching it to you right now. Now, here's some really fun ways to upsell and to move people when I said cold to sold. And a lot of you said you were interested in that. Here's a couple proven ways that I've done this through my funnels. You guys ready to see it? Cold to sold, type it in the comments. All right. There's a thank you page option where when you deliver this free offer, I always give a video walkthrough. This essentially, again, positions you as an expert. They get the immediate gratification. Who likes immediate gratification? I sure do. I'm like, give me that download. I want to see if you're real. I want to download this thing. And I don't even want to check my email. So I do set up the funnels where you get the automated emails, but then there's two options here. Now, many people will teach you one call to action, but sometimes you can do two if they're a bit different. So one is if you see this button here that's underneath, right? This is a button that says buy the mini book course. They can get it at a discount from this page only. Okay, so they click through and then this takes them to a checkout page. Or let's say somebody watches it and they're like, you know what? I don't want to do this work. I just want to hire you. Okay, great. Apply for a call. So one is they can do an immediate buy. They can get the whole system included, but they already got the freebie. And this is why this works so well is because they already are learning to trust you. You did the thing you said you were going to do. They didn't have to wait. And now you're face to face with them and they're like, oh, she's a real person. This isn't like AI. And this isn't like somebody copying somebody else. This is her own thing. I've never seen this somewhere else. This is so helpful. How can I learn more? And that's how selling works. It's where you share something of amazing value and immediately you're saying, hey, but if you want to keep going. So you want to lead people from yes to yes. So put that in the comments. Yes to yes to yes. That's the real strategy behind good sales. And it's because you're really helping them. So option number two is where instead of taking them to the delivery, you have an upsell page. And that's where it says, hey, if you like, you're only doing this one offer. You're like, hey, if you want to get the mini course, $47 right now, here you go. And then you put a big thing there that says, you know what? No, thanks. Just take me to the training. So you still give them the option to get their immediate gratification. Because like, to me, I sell the way that I want to buy. So sell the way you want to buy. And you might want to buy different than me, and that's okay. So like follow your heart with that. But I'd say choose a couple of the paths that are proven. Okay. So you have a couple options you can use. The other option works better for me. I've had a lot of people have this be successful. I think it also depends on the price of the upsell. Okay. These are low ticket upsells. Okay. And then here's what the buy now page looks like. This is one of my highest converting ever buy now pages. I've sold $47, $100, $2,000 from this page. Okay. I don't do $2,000 upsells, but let's say I did a course launch like this. These are great. You've got the name of the title. You've got the checkout thing on the right. You've got testimonials on the page. It's just easy. It's fun. It's secure. It links into Stripe or sometimes bank transfer. It's just so easy. Put again in the comments if you like easy. Like I want everything that I do to be easy. And I'll be honest, setting up funnels is not easy, but what you're wanting is you're creating once it's set up, then it becomes easy to get the leads, to get the sales. Like anything in life, hard usually precedes easy. And I'm not here to lie to you about that. Like if you're not used to building a funnel, then it can be difficult. But like it's worth it. It's kind of like when you finally hit your dream weight. You're like, that was so not easy, but oh, it was worth it. Like I feel so good now. And now going to the gym is easier because my weight's off. So I like to compare it to things like that because like anything worth having is worth it. And that's why most people don't do it. Like that's just the truth. But I really believe that all of you on here today, I mean, you're showing up on a Thursday at 11 a.m., whatever time zone you're on, and you're like in this to win this. And I love this energy right now. And I know you're one of those amazing go-getters. Put in the comments if you're a whatever it takes person. And then again, I'm just giving you more options on like how you can upsell. These are things that have worked for me. So I'm not here giving you data that doesn't work. These are exact things that work. I've sold 2,000 planners this way and filled up my business one-to-one with clients because of that. Was building a really cool planner and then the funnels and the systems easy? Absolutely not. It's always more work. Right now I'm redoing the newer version and it's like taking me so much longer. But what's crazy is once I launch it, it always sells me out for years. So it's kind of like So much of life, people want this fast turnaround, but they're not willing to put the money and time in to really get the correct results. And I think it comes from fearing that what if you do put all this time and money in and it doesn't work? But I'm going to tell you right now, when you work with the right people, and if you just decide that you're going to not give up, that energy actually magnetizes the right opportunities to you. So I encourage you, just a little mindset tip right there. You guys ready for it? Okay, so let's talk about my other funnel. You guys ready for this? This is the qualification high ticket funnel. Okay. So on the other pieces of the funnel is you've got to get data from people. Who sells high ticket on this call right now? Put high ticket in the comments, or you want to. I'm going to tell you right now, you have to have a qualification quiz. You have to ask good questions. The key to more sales is honestly being, and I'm ironic to say it because I'm just talking right now because I'm training. But when I'm on a sales call with somebody, I'm asking questions and I'm listening. And even before they get on the call, because I only do, oh, this is part of the secret. Everybody remember the secret? I don't do any more free sales calls. I actually have people pay for them. And what that means is they pay me for a mini consult, either a 30-minute or the full hour. And at the end, if they're liking the vibe and then they ask me for it, I will show them some next steps. Oh man, this has been such a genius way. And in fact, if you guys want me to, I'll share with you the landing page, which can automate so much money for you and save you so much time. Who could get behind no more sales calls, just consults where they have to ask if they want to work with you? This is this part of up leveling. Put up leveling in the comments. You don't have to do things all the other ways. A lot of us women, we're usually balancing parenting, sometimes grandparenting, spouses, dogs. I have goosebumps. We're not men. And us women, like we're balancing so much to get on a call with somebody who's not even, you don't even know if they're serious about buying. I'm not doing it. And I had all these men salespeople say, you've got to do it. You've got to do these. I'm not doing it. And what's been crazy is it's up my close rate from 40 to 80% in just a few months. Who wants these kinds of stats? I'm going to share it with you. And so at the end of this, if you want to stay, and I'll share with you this brand new program. And in fact, what I'll do this, I wasn't planning on doing this. If you sign up today and you pay in full for my new program, or you sign up with a one-to-one, I will give you this brand new template for free. And this is like a $5,000 thing. I would build it for 10K, and I would even sell the template for 5K, because you can automate so much money, my friends, and you can make your life so much easier. Okay, like let's just up level and believe we don't need to convince. We hold ourselves with power. And this is the other thing these funnels, these brandings do for you. When you've invested in yourself, don't you take yourself more serious? Anybody? When you invest in yourself, it makes it easier for people to buy into you, because you say, well, no, like I got on this call with Tiana and I paid this amount of money, 2,000, 10,000, 50,000, and I built something beautiful and I know my value, and no, I'm not doing those things. And so it's okay if you don't have computer skills or funnel skills now. That's where you hire experts, or you need to hire a course to learn. Saying we don't know things is a great first step. And then the second step is, am I willing to do something about knowing it? Because somebody's commenting they don't know certain skills. I didn't know all this. I had to figure it out. That's why it took me so long to make my first 6 figures. So apply now buttons will change your life. The other thing that will change your life with them is the same way we talked about a free offer PDF that looks really, really good comparatively. And by the way, would you guys like to see an example of the difference between a Google document and like sales PDFs I built? Like, it's crazy. It's night and day. It helps people make a decision with you, because when your stuff looks like money, people are more willing to pull out money. Think about walking into a thrift store versus walking into Gucci. Okay, you walk into a thrift store and you're going to expect to spend $1, $5, $10, 20 if there's some kind of piece of furniture that is kind of used you want, right? But that same item in Gucci, in a Gucci store, is going to cost you thousands to tens of thousands of dollars. Am I right? A belt is a belt. It keeps your pants up. Why are some people willing to spend more on a belt? A car is a car. It gets you from point A to B. But why do some people buy Mercedes and BMWs and, well, Jeeps? I like my Jeep. I think they're expensive too. Not as expensive as a G-Wagon, which is the next vehicle, I think. I'm going to test out a few this summer when my son gets my Jeep. Anyway, so it's about experience. And what kind of experience do you want to sell? And I will tell you, high ticket is where it's at. Okay. Now, you can make a lot of money with low ticket too. But here's the thing. Let me guide you through this before we take Q&A. They apply for a free strategy call with a quiz. If they're qualified and they pre-buy, we offer a Zoom audit and a get to know you. They're buying this. And then they decide if they would like to learn more, and they're closed within 24 hours because it depends on the price of the contract. That is how it's done. All right. Who's excited about a 1, 2, 3 process? And you get paid for your time, even if they say no. Hello, hello. It's awesome. I love it. Do you guys want to see at the end this page I created, which is like amazing? Let me know if you do want to see it. And then I'm going to offer this brand new thing. I actually already installed it for one of my clients yesterday as well, and it already helped her out so much, and new leads and people able to buy, and then also qualify them for the next call. So this rate I get to change to 80% because it's just kind of newer. I started even moving from 15-minute consults to 30 to 60. It's just amazing. And so I believe that a worker is worthy of their hire and that you should get paid for your time. Okay. They can try you out then and they're going to pay it. So here's what this looks like. Let's do it again. It was a long and winding road. Let me go out. Let's recap. A delicious free offer. You make it so yummy that people want to share it with their friends. And that's really the key here. You know, Gary Vaynerchuk, if you know who he is, he grew his family's company to like 400 million. And now he's like one of the go-to social media marketing experts in the world. And he talks about this like organic content or free offers that are just so good that go viral. Mine has gone viral, my free biz tracker, the one page, and actually I had a goal sheet too. I'm reminding myself I need to make that as another free offer again. I haven't run ads to that. It just went viral on Pinterest just organically. When you really pour your heart into creating something and you literally just take out, look, I know that most people are going to download this for free and they're never going to hire me, but there's about 3% of people out there who are going to hire me, and man, I'm going to give them like a no-brainer approach to hiring me. Yes to yes to yes. And all the rest of them, I bless them. I'm so glad they get to utilize this. And then you're still in your passion and you're still in your mission on earth because you're giving this amazing value to the world. And that's what I love about content creation and things like YouTube is like, even if somebody never buys from you, like I always put stuff out there. Like, I hope I can help one person at least, right? I hope I can like be walking in my passion. And I really believe when you show up every day, you are doing that. So go for you. Good for all of you for doing that and being here. Number 2 is then we're going to do an upsell to a low ticket offer. What we do want to do immediately is we do want to break the price threshold. It's proven that when somebody exchanges money in hand with you, even if it's just $7, $27.97, they are much more likely to become your higher paying client and an actual long-term customer. It's really cool. So that's why we want to build free offer funnels with an upsell. Okay. Then the step 3 is that we want to have an apply now option as well. So for that tiny percentage of people who are ready to work with you in your services or your high ticket group coaching or course program, we want to also have a connected funnel, which they apply, they pre-buy, and then they bye-bye, but not bye-bye, bye-bye. Okay. And again, remember that like I talk about money because that's just a value. What they're buying is whatever that thing is that you're selling. And I believe that like you're trying to align with your passion. You guys mentioned construction or handiwork or photography or spiritual led women leadership and coaching and speaking. All those things are beautiful things because if it's aligned with your passion, you know, my husband, he's really into guns and he's taking a new certification. He's retiring from the Air Force. And I love that he's getting a new certification because I know he's going to be inspired by it. And when we align with like our passions, it doesn't all need to be the same. But the point is that these systems work no matter what you're selling, no matter what you're doing. I've done it for local business, small business, large business, startup entrepreneur. I feel like I'm dumb, 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 da, da, dum, bum. It works. And so it works if you work it. Okay. So keep on going. We're going to move it and groove it. And here at the end, do both. Evergreen money, evergreen leads, lead from low ticket to high ticket, and both is best. I just love this picture. Isn't she gorgeous? And those dollar bills, like I can't see anything. All I see is money. I saw a post in a group and it was something like, What do you guys do in your off time from your business? I was like, step one, try not to think about my business. I can't do it. No, but I do enjoy living life. I actually really enjoy going places there's no cell reception because I work on my phone. But I will tell you, I'm probably there with a journal in the woods and writing ideas for my next seven-figure launch. But I'm enjoying it, So when you're aligned with your purpose and your passion, it's kind of impossible to stop thinking about it, but you can take time off, and that's important. All right, so I want to tell you some stats and facts because look, as I said, there's a lot of people out there trying to say like they're this or that or that. No, no, no. I'm actually going to give you screenshots and I really want you to understand why it's actually so important to work with a proven system. And you can go out there and you can try and figure this out yourself, or you could work with me in my system and just get it right the first time. All right. So the average landing page or website that you see out there converts, meaning just to a lead, not even to a sale, just to a lead, is only 2.35%. So if 100 people come, we'll round up to be nice. 100 people come to your website. Most people's websites and landing pages mean only 3 people sign up to learn more. That sucks. That's not cool. The top 25% in the world, this is all niches, all landing pages, is 5%. So we'll round up again. 6 people out of 100. You've got a group of 100. You hold up a sign. Who's interested in this sign? Only 6 people out of a crowd of 100 walk over to the sign. That's what this means. And good conversion, like great, is 10%. And that's the whole world. This would put you in the top 1%. Let me show you something. My seven-figure club, actually, this is even higher now. The last time I run ads for just a week, I was at 59% of cold traffic. So out of 100 people, almost 60 people walk over to me and say, I'm interested. So that is over 10 times the world average. And that's for people who know how to build funnels. So friends, listen, it pays to play. Do you want to keep winging it, or do you want to get serious and get some results? Now, your website, that is the third system. So the other ones are there. You do need a website, friends. If you want people to take you serious, you need a home base. I do teach about basic websites, but because websites are way more intricate, I typically only serve clients on a 1-to-1 level on this. But I didn't want to leave this presentation saying you don't need a website. You do need your funnels. Ideally, you want all your funnels integrated into your website, and you also need a website. But if your website does not have funnels in it, lead funnels, sales qualification funnels, you're in that, like, how are they even working with you? So we need to fix these things. So let me tell you some next steps, and then I'm going to share my screen on any of those things I promised you I'd show you. I've been serving clients for over a decade, specifically entrepreneurs. I've worked with all these bigger companies, things like that, for close to 20 years. And then I said, you know what? When I made my first 6 figures as a mom with 2 little kids, it changed my life. And I said, you know what? I want to develop and duplicate this system and build it that somebody else, even if you don't know computer skills or tech skills, could log in and go step by step by step without me one-to-one, but could do it through videos and plug and play Canva templates, funnel templates, or just the strategy. If you didn't want to use my softwares that I use and you want to use some other program, that's totally fine. You still have the strategy. You can open 2 windows, and I teach you how to do all that in my program. And I've been able to successfully help people have their first 5-figure, 6-figure, 7, 8 figures from this process. I will tell you, the 7 and 8-figure people hired me one-to-one. Okay. But 5 figures, if you're wanting to get that first 5K, 10K, 20, 30, you can do that through my system. Some of my case studies include Carl Allen. He's one of the ones that did like 25 million in his first year with my funnel I put in place. They duplicated it, started to scale more, and they did 3 million in revenue in 4 hours. Kathy Heller, and some of you might know who she is. I built her whole entire first online presence several years ago. And then she brought me back on for a big multi-million-dollar launch. And she did 180K in 90 days of launching. And again, these people had the whatever it takes attitude and capital. And some of these people with the smaller results did more of my courses, my proven systems. They're still getting amazing results. Their first $12,000 launch, their first $20,000 launch, their first $500 client. Okay, so wherever level you're starting at, here's the things you need in place. And these are the things I teach on in my Automate to Dominate program that I'm going to share with you today, that I've got about $5,000 worth of bonuses if you sign up today only. And then if you pay in full, I'm offering some one-on-one time with me and my team. Are you guys ready for this? So luxury branding, check. Website, check. Social media, it all matches. Is that a check for you or not? Your free offer funnel, email automation, a completed course. These aren't necessary. These are pieces that if you're seeing all these people online and there's a certain process you go in, but I put it here for my clients so they can be like, oh, I have this. Oh, I want to work on that. And what that does is it says, it's okay if I don't have it today, but I'm going to get there. There's lots of things you have right now that you didn't have a year ago, 2 years ago. Am I right? So good. Celebrate it. You've already come this far. But now we need a guide and we need a plan to get to the next level. Okay. Now, just so you know, I do offer done for you for all of this, but I also have this for people to do it yourself. Again, it's the cash and time. Put that in the comments, cash, time, balance. Which one do you have more of? Do you want to throw money at your problems or do you want to throw your time at your problems? Okay. This is for coaches, consultants, course creators, membership site owners or creators, authors, artists, musicians, local business owners, real estate agents, investors, agency owners, educators, content creators, YouTubers, you name it. I've built it and it works for all of you. Okay. So here's my philosophy. I believe you are limitless and you're made for impact. I believe you're here for such a time as this, and so am I. And I believe you can learn anything you set your mind to, including funnels, tech, making money, and overcoming all the obstacles you will face on your way there. Who believes in this? Say, I believe in the comments too. Do you believe in this? And do you believe it's possible for you? Maybe you're not like, oh, I'm super confident about it. It's okay. Believe it's possible. And then sometimes we just need to know it's possible to take the next step. Okay. So say, I believe in the comments. So here's what we're going to do. I made you a plug and play proven system, and I changed my domain name today. So I'm going to have to show you how to get there. All right. And you're going to get all of this that I just showed you: funnels, copywriting, fill in the blank. If any of you are older like me, I'm like, I can't believe it's older now, like saying that, but like Mad Libs, design help and consulting and feedback at tianasmithcoaching.com. I'm going to share my screen where you're going to go. This is what it looks like at the top of the page. And here's everything you're going to get. And I'll show you how to find it on my website. Luxury branding, website templates, my best converting lead funnel and sales qualification funnel that we talked about, as well as plug and play email and automated and text sequences. Okay. You're also going to get a VIP members only area, a private Facebook group, and a private chat in my private app, which is super mobile friendly. And you can ask questions, you can comment, there's group support, there's polls. This is like super like high touch for this kind of program. This is what it looks like. And then on top of that, if you sign up, there's also the opportunity to sign up with Go High Level, and there's some add-on programs where you can get all that. If I built it all for you, every single piece, it would cost you $80,000 unless you do a bundle program. Okay. The investment today is only $49.97. So you're going to save $75,000. Okay. So I created 3 different plans, but actually today I'm going to share with you something. I actually simplified it all, and we're going to do it for only $19.97. So I'm going to go to the website and I'm going to open this up, and this is how you find it. Okay. So you're going to go to tianasmithcoaching.com and you're going to click on A2D. You can also DM me right now if you know you want the bonuses and the scholarship. There's only 2 people I'm offering. The first 2 people to sign up, I've got a special invite. And then today only, I have some huge bonuses. The plans will change. So you're going to go here. You can read all about it. Do you guys remember those old news things? This is where you're going to go. And you can watch each video on each piece. I'm very like transparent. I show behind the scenes what this looks like, more results. So what we're doing is this. It's a pay in full of $19.97 or 6 monthly payments of $387. You're going to get access to everything inside of this program. And then if you choose the pay in full, I'm going to give you a 1-to-1 30-minute strategy call. Again, that's usually paid on its own. And you can also upgrade to a custom luxury branding session in Canva brand kit. That's today only when you pay in full. Now, if you're looking at all this, and again, you just click enroll, you click here. If you need the payment plan, you go here, and that's what you're going to sign up with. Okay, that's what it looks like. And then if you instead want to do the one payment, then this is going to open up the door for you to get a one-to-one call with me, which that alone is $1,000. And we can do your luxury branding during that time, or we can do your strategy. So you either can choose between 100K and 100-day strategy map during our hour, or you can choose to do luxury branding. It kind of depends what you already have in place. Now, again, if you're watching all this and you want to work with me one-to-one, then you just need to DM me or send me a text right now. And I'm going to put that over here. And that's really where I'm going to send you the next steps. But you guys want to see which page I'm going to send you to? That is your bonus for paying in full today only. Is everybody ready for this bonus template? Who wants to see it? You got to say, I want to see it in the comments if you actually want to see this. I'm going to get it ready over here. Okay. This is on my private funnel building site and program. Okay. I'm so excited about this. This is such an incredible way to automate your leads and your sales and really get these pre-paying clients. Okay, so you guys let me know. Say, I want to see it, Tiana. I'm going to share my screen. And also, I'm here to answer any of the other questions. I love it. Throw money at your problems. That's the only way to do it, honestly. Okay, so here is what that bonus module is going to look like. Let me go find it. Where did it go over here? Is it here? Marketing plan. I'm trying to find it. Where did it go on there? Isn't it great when you're like the one doing all the tech behind the scenes? I'm going to go here and see if I can see it. Okay. Can you see this page? Okay. Everybody, can you see this page? Okay. This is really fun. So instead of like, yes, Hazel, I like it. You're like, I want to see it. I want to see it too. So I have an onboarding page that looks kind of similar for paying clients. But what I created is this awesome, cool new thing, which essentially pre-sells. People can either purchase my 100K and 100-day 2.5-hour masterclass, which is usually $19.75 just on its own. Okay. So that's what this looks like. Or if we come back here, they can purchase a 1-hour consult with me. And that is the $575, where you can kind of just get to know me, see what that's all about. That's return client pricing. And then my new, then I usually also have a 30-minute button, but I wanted to test out if people would just buy the 1 hour. And I offer that for just $100. So it'd be 30 minutes, 1 hour, or they can do a 2.5-hour masterclass. Then it pops open it up. Then they can also book their time in with me. And then they can also fill out this form so I learn more about this business. So it essentially onboards this new client. It also qualifies them for the potential sale, and it's all automated. It's all linked up in one system, and it is a game changer, my friend. It is so fun. Who wants a funnel like this where you can pre-sell your other spots? You're having people pay for those sales calls. They're essentially serious people interested in working with you. You get paid for your time, and most of the time they're still going to upgrade to another program. Amazing, right? So what you're going to want to do is, again, you can text WhatsApp me at the number that I put here in the comments, or you can go to tianasmithcoaching.com, click on A2D, and buy one of the programs. All right. So I appreciate all of you being here today. I didn't see any questions. If you have any specific questions, you can let me know in the comments. And you can say like, I have a question, and just, say that. So let me take you through one more time where you want to go if you want to sign up today and get all these amazing bonuses and this pricing. You're going to go to tianasmithcoaching.com. You're going to click on A2D at the top. And you can click on either button. You can learn more about the whole program, about all our policies, about your FAQ. You can click enroll now at any point, and you're going to choose which plan. And today only, if you sign up with either program, I will have different bonuses for you. So again, the one, when you pay in full, you get a bunch of bonuses, because really, we know we're getting paid. You're getting full access to everything. But even on the payment plan, this is a different price point. I don't always offer payment plans on this program, because you're getting access to the 7-figure club. You're getting access to coaching for 8 weeks. You're getting access to all my funnels, all my templates, everything you just saw today, plug and play. So if you want to press the easy button, today is the day to do it. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for coming today. Feel free to reach out, Tiana at tianasmithcoaching.com, with any questions. I've got my number there. You can go to my website. It's super easy. And I really look forward to seeing who's going to join us. We start weekly coaching next week for the next 8 weeks, where I help you actually put all the pieces in place. There's tech support. You are not left alone. The point is to launch all these funnels, all these systems in the next 6 to 8 weeks monetize it. And man, you better begin to those 10K, 30K months. Let's go. I'll see you soon.